Everyone, it is Hadaway, and for the first time in forever I am back, and we're going to be doing Platinum for Resident Evil games. That includes everyone on the screen here, and Resident Evil 0, which didn't fit on this, so it's in the background. If you can't tell, it's in the background. I want to apologize for this video. It was mostly edited on an iPad, and it's also just not my normal style of video, so before we get into it, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can bear with me, and the next one should be all on PC, and I'll try my best to make it better. But today we're going to start with Resident Evil 2, and we're just going to immediately go into Leon A. Now, there's not going to be a huge focus on the story in this video in particular, but we are going to focus a little bit on it. If you never played RE2, Leon starts off coming here to the Miz Oil gas station for his first day of work at the Raccoon City Police Department. He runs in because he sees blood, and he finds it's mostly empty in here, at least for now.
Hello? Anybody there?
He runs to the back, finds a zombie eating the throat of a deputy, grabs this key. You can see the deputy on the floor there. Grab the key, we exit, we run back to the entrance to the gas station. And we meet Claire.
Don't shoot.
Now Claire immediately finds out that you never put Leon S. Kennedy behind the wheel of any sort of vehicle, as you can see. And just to add a little cherry to the top for Leon here. Yeah. That is foreshadowing for how his very first day as a police officer is going to go. After that, though, we go ahead and run to the RPD and go in the front gate and lock it. Remember this scene. It will come back later in a different game. But with that, we earn our very first trophy. Welcome to the City of the Dead. We're going to go ahead and enter the Raccoon City Police Department now. And in here, you don't find a whole lot. So you pull this down and crawl under this gate that says keep out. There's blood coming out from under it. But hey, we're going to crawl in here anyways, right? Once he stands up, he's going to run to the end of the hallway, down to this little sort of, I guess you'd say it's an intake area. There's an officer screaming for help behind this door here. So what do? We open it. And we don't really know what he needs help with, but we see this journal in his hand. And he won't let go of it. So he makes it even harder on himself, to be honest. And we go ahead and give him a gastric bypass surgery for free because he didn't pay. He just lost at least 80 pounds. But he didn't pay, so we took his journal. It had a whole bunch of nonsense about medallions and statues. So we decided to go back to the lobby, and we actually almost give ourselves a gastric bypass here. But luckily Marvin comes and saves the day. And he gives the zombie a lobotomy. Pretty effective. Ah, shit, he's bitten. We pretty much immediately use that notebook and come up to the line statue, put in the code, and grab our first medallion. Which we will pretty much immediately run downstairs and put in the goddess statue. And then we will sum up how we feel about the day right here. So the next thing I decided to do personally is just continue on, jump through this window, and I saw the vending machine zombie here. I thought this would be a great time to get the don't need no stinking gun achievement.
Son of a bitch.
boom, just like that. Don't need no stinking gun. Careful doing that though, you might crit their head. We immediately go into the west office, unlock the safe with, what is it, 915-7. And that gives us our first break-in trophy, as well as the hip to add squares trophy for getting this hip pouch. Then we go ahead and step out to read a note. I'm not going to put all the notes in this video, by the way. There's a lot of notes. I think there's like 87 notes or something like that. You stand right here, you can go ahead and get your first Mr. Raccoon Vermin Extermination Achievement locked down. We put in NED MRG to unlock these two little locks here. And that will give us 2 more achievements once we get into this thing. It'll give us Customizer for adding the extended mag to our gun, as well as the basics of survival for combining items in our inventory. The very next thing I do, I go up to the 2nd floor, shoot this man's kneecaps out, run to the bathroom, and I open our next locker with the code CAP. There's also one on the floor above us that I never put in the video. The code for that one is DCM, just in case you need to know. Now, if you've played Resident Evil 2, you'll know about the digital safes, or whatever they're called, portable safe. A lot of people struggle with these. I find them fairly easy, but this one took me a minute. This one took a minute. If you've never played, basically you have to sequentially get all the lights to line up. It doesn't matter which one you start with, as long as they're sequential in the circle, you'll unlock it. So you just kind of have to hit the buttons, figure out which one controls which light, and then do it sequentially, as you'll see. And inside both of these is a missing keycap that you can take to the armory. I don't show the other portable safe in the video, so I'm just explaining. There it is, a vault like mine. At some point, I wouldn't put that in the armory. But the next place I go is right above me, up here on the 3rd floor. We'll grab another note and another hip pouch. We'll go to the library and Marvin's gonna call for us.
Leon, it's Marvin. I need you back here ASAP.
Are you okay, Marvin?
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right
But we're just gonna ignore him for a minute and go ahead and set up these bookshelves. And I recommend doing this every time you play this game. Just go ahead and set up your bookshelves. This will come in handy later. Just trust me. Anyways, we're going to run down to Marvin, and he's going to let us know that somebody very near and dear to our heart has arrived at RPD.
There you are. Come here. Take a look.
And there she is. There's Claire.
I knew she'd make it.
You know her?
Yeah. Name's Claire. I came into town with her.
Unfortunately for Claire, though, we're going to read a couple notes and open another safe. This one is going to have, I believe, the muzzle brake for our pistol. We aren't going to get an achievement for this, but it will. You do need to unlock all of these for an achievement later. And if you're like me, don't do that. Just put it on the gun in the menu when it pops up. But now, Claire has some insightful dialogue for us.
But how are you doing?
You know, just surviving.
Yeah, very insightful, Claire. So now we get to watch the bane of my existence, the top tier moment of my gaming career. It's called Assuming the Animation Has Completed, when it in fact has not. Keep their heads ringing. We did get an achievement, but the animation was not done as you saw, so he didn't fall. But now's where I can showcase that the knife is the most overpowered weapon in this game, and like bar none. Go ahead and grab the battery for the detonator that I never showed that I got. Grab the unicorn medallion. Then we pretty much immediately, we're just going to go back upstairs to that room where I got the hip pouch and the note on the 3rd floor and get the maiden medallion after we blow a hole through this wall with the detonator that I never showed. This totally does not spawn a licker, and I totally did not have a problem with him. And even if I did, you're not going to see it. We're going to immediately take the other 2 medallions down to the maiden statue, or the goddess statue. I don't know why I call it the maiden statue. Goddess statue. We're going to go through, skip the cutscene because, like I said, we're not focusing too hard on the story. And we're going to go ahead and get our next achievement, Path to the Goddess. Take a little elevator down and we'll end up in the maintenance area under RPD. And we'll move what I believe is a locker. We'll just move that up. And we're going to get greeted by a man that is our, basically it's our sleep paralysis demon. He looks just like us almost, man. You know, that might be James from Silent Hill 2. You know, he's got the hair for it. But no, this is William Birkin. That means something later. But for now, we're really going to showcase why the knife is so overpowered, because William Birkin is allergic to the knife. It is, with like no debate, the strongest weapon against him if you're not using like the infinite rocket launcher or something. I'm not even hitting the eye and he's just like nothing. That's all it took. So immediately after this, we're going to climb a ladder and we'll end up sort of at the end of this where this locker is, grab another hip pouch. Then we'll climb this ladder and run into a good friend. She usually wears a red dress. Her name is Ada Wong, and she saves us for the first time from a dog.
Lower it. FBI.
We follow her to the cells where she mysteriously disappears, but we do find a man named Ben.
Hello?
He's a conspiracy theorist who actually somewhat tends to be correct most of the time. Funny how that works, isn't it?
You been here long? Long enough. Are we the last ones alive? What's coming?
He gets a little antsy, and his antsiness attracts a little somebody who's gonna give him a lobotomy. I wish that was me right now, bro.
Oh my god.
We're gonna pick up this crank handle, read this note. Then we'll run across to the shooting range, get another Mr. Raccoon. And we'll run in here and grab our first electrical part. And then we're gonna turn on the power for this room and like the downstairs area. And I'm gonna get absolutely sandblasted by a dog because I forgot to shoot the dogs coming in. Like there's 3 dogs in a kennel, and if you don't kill them, they get added to this. There's an achievement for shooting a dog or a licker out of the air I was gonna go for, but I was not expecting this dog. Shoot the dogs that are locked in the kennels. Now we're gonna come up to this save room, turn the lights on because it's way too dark in here. Pick up a few things. There's some Magnum ammo in here, but the most important thing in here is gonna be the Mr. Raccoon hiding behind this. I guess that's a briefcase. Some kind of suitcase. I don't know. There it is. Now I've gotten the other key. I put in the 203 to get the next hip pouch, as well as 103 to get another knife. You never know when you're going to need a knife in this game. Go ahead and grab our next hip pouch. That's going to come important. It's going to come in handy. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. We're going to use that Craig handle to come in here, grab this Mr. Raccoon. And if you don't get this as Leon, you can get that one as Claire. Most of these you can get as Claire. We'll go upstairs, enter the storage room, grab the large cog. And then we'll put the fire out on this helicopter. And we'll figure out who gave Ben a lobotomy. It's Mr. X. We're going to shoot his hat off to get the hats off trophy.
Jesus Christ.
And then we're going to fake him out. And now this is where the pre-set up of your bookshelves comes in handy. A lot of times you'll end up with him chasing you in here. And you don't want to be pushing a bunch of bookshelves around while he's in here. So you pre-set it up, and then that's all you got to do. You come in here, move one. We'll use that cog to get our next electrical part. And we're really going to hope we don't have to write a report on this.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
We'll use that at Ben to go ahead and grab the key card. Ada's going to save us for the second time.
I take it you have the key card.
Yeah. And this. I was hoping you could explain what's on it.
Maybe. After I hear it. Let's get out of here.
And as soon as we get this key card inserted into the reader, that's going to give us our 12th trophy. Never Ending Rain. Next up, we're going to get a optional trophy. This isn't important. It's from a DLC. And then we're going to meet Robert and Emma Kendo. Very tragic story here. Not going to dwell on that though, because we're going to go down in the sewers and there's going to be an overgrown son of a bitch down there.
Holy shit!
Ah!
Chew on that, you overgrown son of a bitch.
And most importantly, you want to make sure you don't miss the Mr. Raccoon down here before you climb the ladder. Now we meet Annette Birkin. This is William's wife. Leon gets shot.
You'll never get the T-virus!
I mean, who wouldn't get shot for Ada, am I right? You want to make sure you don't miss this note. Very missable note. And importantly, in this playthrough, I was not allowed to shoot my gun in this section. That's so you can get the, well, I forgot the name of the achievement. One Slick Super Spy, I believe. But there is a Mr. Raccoon in here that we have to shoot, so we're going to save scum it. We could have gotten it later, but save scumming is fun. I'm a Bethesda player. All that entails is saving right there, running over here, shooting the raccoon, and loading your save. And with the power of editing, that save is just going to bring us right into the furnace. Now this, it might look a little complicated. It's actually very simple. You just hit the buttons and then hack the things and move the switches. Now Ada is about to foreshadow her own problem here.
Bitch knows what she's doing.
She sure as shit does.
Where's Leon?
Holy shit!
So we get the One Slick Super Spy achievement for not shooting the gun,
Ada, where are you?
as well as the hack complete for completing the Ada segment. We're going to open one last locker here. I believe it's SZK, or no, SZF. See, my brain don't work too good. We got some mag ammo in here for our Lightning Hawk. This safe has the code written on the right side, and this is our last thing we need to unlock for the Master of Unlocking achievement. Suddenly we're Jill Valentine.
The master of unlocking.
Pick up this roll of film. That's going to come in handy for your notes. One more hit pouch. Run back up to RPD with the secret passage, enter the dark room, and develop the film. That's going to show us some hidden hiding places. One of those is going to be at Wesker's desk in the STARS office. There's two things in here you want to pick up. First is this box. The other is a small roll of film you can barely see. The box has the red dot sight for the lightning hawk, which does come in handy. It, if I'm not mistaken, it essentially puts a laser where you aim, kind of like RE4. Our next hiding spot is in what I believe is the presentation room. You can pick this ammo up whenever. You'll come up, you turn the light on, come over to this desk, and then you'll get the treasure hunter achievement. Next, we just go right back to the dark room, develop that roll of film, and you'll find a very strange picture.
It's Rebecca!
What are you doing with that, Wesker? Next, we just need to grab the chess pieces and then bring them back to the chess puzzle and open the door. We'll turn on the power so we can save Ada, and we'll get G2 Birkin. Fun fact, all you gotta do is run up against this gate while he's breaking it, and you can just run past him.
It's still alive?
Leon runs slower than molasses when you're in caution, so a lot of times Birkin will catch up to you and smack you in the ass. Luckily, he did not do that to me here, but it happens to me a lot when I play this game. This is an assisted, just because I'm going for Frugalist and I can't think of the other one. The one where you get complete the game without healing, the one where you don't open the item box. We're getting both of those in this run. So the goal here is to drop his health a certain amount. I think it's like 50% or so you have to drop his health by. And then you essentially send the shipping container back and it will knock him down.
Now I got you.
So you keep him stunned here, bring the shipping container back around. It's gonna hit him like a baseball bat. And this will get you the gotcha trophy for doing it in one try. But with that, we are done with the sewers. Thankfully. So now we'll get on the rail car.
Let's hope that's the last of them.
The last hope I've got.
And while we're here,
I'm not just gonna leave
we're gonna
you
get a little kiss
with your
from our
attack.
lovely little Ada. Hopefully nothing bad happens to her.
I'll be fine.
That was life-changing for him.
Don't worry about me.
Here in the cafeteria of Nest, we're gonna find another Mr. Raccoon. And a little later on, we'll end up in the greenhouse. We're gonna put in some codes. This will unlock the ladder. And this one will unlock the testing lab. Don't ask me why it took me a minute to type it in either. What is that, 3067? I don't know. You're gonna grab this dispersal cartridge, and then you're gonna go right over to the testing lab and do this fuck-ass puzzle. The solution is known, depends on if you're in playthrough A or B, but I believe it is, I think it's red, blue, green, or it might be blue, green, blue, red, green. Green is last when you're in A, and when you're in B, blue is last every time. I'm chiming back in to say that it is red, green, blue in the A playthrough. Struggled with this in every other playthrough except for the first one, because I did B and I just kept thinking A. We're gonna go back to the area where we get the blue chip with the little power signal thing there. Grab our final hit pouch so we can get a waste of space. Hit the Mr. Raccoon, and there is a note where that body fell. Don't miss that note. We're going to go into the freezer where Claire wishes she had brought her parka and freeze the solution. This is very important. I'm not a chemist. I don't know why it's important, but it has to be cryologically chilled. Cryogenically? I think it's cryogenically. I don't know what cryological is.
Dispensing solution now.
We're going to kill Plant 43. That's like the simplest plant boss fight in this entire game. That's going to drop the level 3 chip. And as soon as we grab that, our old buddy, our old pal, Mr. X is going to show up, and he's going to be a nuisance for approximately 10 seconds. But enough about that. We're going to go to the other side of Nest now, and we're going to grab that G-Virus sample. Claire has already been through here. She grabbed the cure for the G-Virus, left the door open right for us to grab the sample. Unfortunately, grabbing that sample initiates self-destruct because this is Umbrella.
Now back to Ada.
And we know Umbrella has to have self-destruct. We try to get back across this bridge. You just don't stay dead, do you? This is G3 Birkin. Lo and behold, Annette Birkin wants to kill him first.
What the hell's going on?
This boss fight isn't that hard. When you're in caution, it's kind of a bitch. Because you can only get hit once. And this is not the whole boss fight, by the way. This is just the ending of it. Long story short, Annette tells us that Ada is actually a spy. Who would have thought? And then so we confront Ada. Ada aims a gun at us, and then Annette shoots Ada in the shoulder, and we end up here.
Take care of yourself, Leon.
Unfortunately, Ada Wong will not return in Avengers Doomsday. Now we have to fight the Super Tyrant, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This took me like 7 tries. I had to learn very quickly the lesson about passing to his... I don't know if I even mentioned that in this voiceover, but always go to his, or like go to your right when you're going around Mr. X. For some reason, he is left-handed, even though his right hand is the one that mutates. This man is definitely left-handed. I'm sorry if I seem a little like the reason this voiceover has been so weird is I keep hearing things in the audio that weren't there before, and it's kind of freaking me out. I'm worried that there's an issue with the audio. It's like I think it's my computer, because I didn't hear these before when I was editing it on the iPad. So I don't think there's actually a problem with the video, but I'm concerned that there might be, and it's throwing me off. Yeah, as I was saying, look, just go to the right. Or the left. Go to the left. Stay away from his left. I mean, look at this. He's got to be left-handed because he cannot hit with his right hand. The reason this fight is so difficult, just by the way, is because you're on caution, most likely, and you can't heal because you're going for... I think that might be minimal. One of them is minimalist, one of them is frugalist, but you can't heal on this run. So you're in caution most likely because you're playing an assisted so that you'll always heal back to caution. But when he breaks those, if you're standing near them, you get splash damage. And it kills you in one hit. It's not, but it's not really that hard of a boss fight. It's just your caution, and you got to know which way to go, and you cannot get hit with splash damage. Now we're going to get a little care package here. And this is going to be the game changer for us. Turns out Ada Wong will return in Avengers Doomsday. Now I thought I was screwed here, just low key. I thought I was gonna have to go again. I saw him move when I went to pause. What we got in the blink of an eye, that is for defeating Super Tyrant with a certain amount of time left on the clock. So Claire has already got the train going. She was just gonna leave Leon. By the way, Leon made it to the train just in time. And for all intents and purposes, Leon A is complete. Allegedly. You see, I made a mistake when I was editing on Final Cut on my iPad because it was so damn choppy that I got a hero emerges, minimalist and frugalist here in this list. But along the way, I missed 4 achievements as far as like putting them in the video. So I had to go back, find the clips, and throw them in right here before we start Claire B. We're going to start with That'll Hold 'em, or That Should Hold 'em. Yeah, That'll Hold 'em. Next one is going to be Eat This, which I got by randomly running back into the library. Bon Appetit. I'm going to feed this man a grenade and then shoot it out of his mouth. I was desperately trying to get this note and he grabbed me. I think this zombie has the most health out of any zombie in the game, just by the way. And finally, I'll just let recording me explain this.
Great need for a shower. Hell yeah.
Now for Claire B.
Yeah, I'm almost there. Why does everyone think I'm gonna get in trouble?
The B scenario starts off outside, and we're immediately going to get Mr. Raccoon. Then we'll quickly do the medallions, go underground, and this time when we move that locker, we're not immediately going to be met with William Birkin. We're going to meet somebody else. We're going to meet his daughter, Sherry Birkin. She's going to be very important later on in the whole series.
Hey, it's okay.
She's going to tell us we need help in a very creepy way.
Do you need help? Here, you can take my hand.
Oh, there he is. Did I mention that I use the infinite rocket launcher to make this faster? Because yeah, this is a platinum run, not a challenge run. That's done. So we get into the garage and we meet this fucking piece of shit, Chief Brian Irons. And this whole situation escalates very quickly.
On the ground, hands behind your head. Obviously, nobody taught you manners. We'll fix that. Oh, yes, we will.
I'll get you, you fucker!
Now, Claire's garage segment plays out a little differently than Leon's. It's mostly the same as far as like the area with the shooting range and where the dogs were, except there's liquors. But she goes up the chief's private elevator, enters his office, gets the heart key, which Leon doesn't get access to. And the parking garage key is in this little enclosed area. You still go up here to the storage room to grab the large cog or the large gear, but there's now a heart door we're going to go into where her first electrical piece is, but most importantly, Mr. Raccoon. Then we'll just quickly speed run over, grab the other electrical piece from the clock tower, insert that, and we will walk in here to grab the key card and get a call from Irons, who is at the orphanage with Sherry. So right here is sort of my first little editing blunder. I wanted to skip most of the orphanage for your viewing pleasure, and I forgot to include the trophy in the video for completing the orphanage segment. So when I get the young escapee for completing this in under a minute, the trophy count is going to go up by 2 trophies. That one's on me. There's another area where that happens that is on PlayStation for not popping the trophies on screen. As you'll see, we're now at 29. We're going to get the skeet shooting trophy now. This one's very simple. You just wait for a dog to cross the fence, and, you know, when you're playing as Leon, don't die. Get another raccoon in the bus, and then, to my surprise, and you'll see, I checked it because I was like, wait, what? Our final Mr. Raccoon is right here in the orphanage. And that's that. No more Mr. Raccoons. We were a little late, and turns out William Birkin got a hold of irons. Because I cut this out, I will explain the story a little bit for those of you that haven't played. We climb down a ladder. Mr. X chases Claire and Sherry to an elevator. And Mr. X is there. Birkin kills Mr. X, knocks the elevator down. Sherry gets infected with the G virus, and Annette won't help her. So the sewer segment plays out roughly the same as Leon's. You kill Birkin here, but now you end up with an infected Sherry, who you have to carry to the rail car and set her on a bench. You give her your jacket. And then Nest plays out relatively the same as well. So we're going to skip that and go right to what happens after the G3 fight, which with G3, Claire pretty much tells Annette, hey, here's the cure. Go to your daughter, you dumb bitch. And Claire fights G3 just the same way Leon does. So we're just going to skip it. And here's that cutscene that plays afterwards.
She'll be weak for a little while, but yes, she's free of the G virus. Did you hear that?
Now, this is an unpopular take. Annette is one of my favorite Resident Evil characters. I feel like she is very misunderstood.
What happened to her?
She is portrayed as a horrible mother, and you know, for all intents and purposes, she was. But William Birkin was manipulated by Wesker and Umbrella. And in turn, Annette was heavily manipulated by William. And in the end, Annette was truly concerned for Sherry. But now we gotta fight G4. And this fight, even with a rocket launcher, takes a while. This boss just has a lot of health. But with defeating him with a certain amount of time left, we get with time to spare. Sherry and Claire are on the train,
Claire!
and Leon is very excited to meet Sherry.
So good to see you.
I told you we'd make it, didn't I?
You did.
Who's this?
This is Sherry.
Okay.
But now, since we're on the B playthrough, we get an extra little boss here at the end.
Stay here with Sherry. I'm gonna go check it out.
I think it's called G5. There's a lot of mutations in this game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And we sped this up because it just goes on and on and on and on. But after this is where the PlayStation decided that it didn't need to show all the trophies. But after this, we end up with, I believe, 5 more trophies. We get a Heroine Emerges for beating the game as Claire. We get Scarlet Hero for... basically, we get the one for completing the game as Claire, completing the hardcore as Claire, S rank on hardcore, light carbon footprint, which is take less than 14,000 steps. We get Witness the True Ending. I forgot the name of that trophy. I apologize. So you'll see the number go up. I really wanted to cut it there, but it didn't sound right. That was like a whole original RE2 reference. But you'll see it only pops one. So I went in and I checked like the remaining trophies. And as you can see, we got them all. You may be wondering, why is it 37 out of 43 on the video and 37 out of 45 on the PlayStation? That's because there's 2 trophies you just don't have to get.
Holy shit!
Did I mention it's Leon time again? And with that, we are completely done with Leon, Hardcore Rookie, and Leon S. Kennedy. So we're going to do our cleanup run. This is just an assisted Claire B run. And all we got to do is throw a grenade on the ground and kill 3 zombies here right at the beginning. And then we got to grab our final note, which just so happened to be on the 3rd floor. I wasn't recording when I grabbed the trophy. I thought I was, but I wasn't. So there it is. It was right here on these boxes. Of all the notes to miss, we get this one. But now it's time for the 4th survivor. This took me 2 tries, which for me is kind of impressive. But it pissed me off. It pissed me off. So we're going to watch all my fails from the first run real quick. Hello, liquor. Boom. I'm gonna take this time while I can talk. Just once again, I apologize for this video is just kind of all over the place because Final Cut was being choppy. I couldn't tell what I was doing. I moved to DaVinci on the iPad. I couldn't get voiceover to work. I followed a whole bullet point. I made a bullet point script for this. I'm gonna stop talking for a minute and I'm gonna let this clip play out because I was talking in the recording. Dude, this is fucking bullshit. Are you out of your goddamn fucking mind? Dude, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious? You're fucking shitting me, right? Bro was in an animation and he just grabs me anyways? What the fuck? But as I was saying, I will work on voiceover and all that. I'm just gonna start using DaVinci on PC from now on. I will work on voiceover and everything. So if you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. For this one, I had already followed the bullet point and nothing was working on my iPad. And I just decided to raw dog the script, raw dog the voiceover. And we're just going to leave everything in. So I'm sorry. But if you made it this far and enjoyed it, I will work harder on the next one. It's going to be all clean edited on the PC. And you know, we're pretty much at the end of me talking here. We're going to kick this door open and we're going to get the Grim Reaper trophy. Immediately followed by, what is it? RC Native? Raccoon City Native. I think RC Native is RE3. But I wanted to get revenge on the 4th survivor, so I did it the light work way with 2 R's. So just enjoy this. Have a good rest of your day. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I will see you guys very soon. Peace out.
fast.